Hey guys, it's been a while. Where to start? There's quite a few things to talk about, really. Firstly, sorry I haven't really done this smart, and also that I've been kind of busy and away. That's because I was moving house, and also I had quite a few other things on, so haven't really been able to get on the internet at all. But as you can see, change of scenery. So now I'm actually in England. I'm no longer on the Isle of Man, though I'm still a Manx man in the heart. Basically now I'm fully set up here, my internet's much faster, and I've got a new 50-inch TV, which is amazing. Must show it off. Oh yes, it's so good. Anywho, what I'm going to be doing now that I'm back and I've got a bit more free time, there's several things which we're going to be focusing on. Obviously, it's been since the last update, we were just beginning on Battlestar Galactica. We've now been on Battlestar Galactica for quite some time now. Battlestar Galactica, a game which is constantly changing all the time. I did tell people to look it up. I mean, we got a lot of people on there anyway. When we started recruiting on there, we got up to around about 580 people on BGO alone. But what we then basically did is then we've trimmed it all down because it was all a bit chaotic, and even though we had a lot of people, there was obviously the strong people, and we wanted to get more refined down and then build up again. So we've kicked it all the way down to 150 now, and we're basically just going to be super focusing on them for a bit, and then we're going to increase everything else. For BGO, we got TeamSpeak server, which just currently we just set up now, running fine, but not too long ago it went down for a couple of days because when I was unable to access the internet, the server ran out of time, and the company who actually run the thing didn't think to tell me that it was down. So anyway, that was up and running, and I give my thanks out to a clan or a wing on BGO that's called Reb. They actually allowed us to use their TeamSpeak server whilst I was down, so a big thank you to them. Okay, so BGO, you should really look that up. We've got quite a few things changing on there. There's some big updates. The game is fantastic. I really recommend it. I'm going to be making the website. I'm doing some updates at the very moment to make the website much more Battlestar Galactica friendly, because that's our big side at the moment. So then we've also got the Xbox division and also the World of Warcraft division. First of all, I'll talk about the Xbox side of things. Since I wasn't able to get on, there was quite a few changes around in what was happening on the Xbox side of things, and it's kind of going through a refreshing stage at the moment. But now that I'm fully set up and back with my new TV and everything, I'm going to be online a hell of a lot more now. So I'm going to be really kicking hard on the Xbox side of things. I've got quite a few people already lined up wanting to join up, people who I've been friends with for quite some time now. They're around about my age as well. The average member age now is round about 24 or so, because all the people in Battlestar Galactica are around about 24 or so, or older than that. Anywho, so hopefully we'll get that. I'll get that up in the next, probably, well, the date is the 12th of July right now, so hopefully within the next week I'll get that back up. I'll obviously sort out the site and get that set up on there. So hopefully we'll get that one kicked back and up and running really quickly, because we have had a dip at the moment, but since I've been on, spoken around, there's a huge amount of enthusiasm for that, so that'll only take a matter of days. The World of Warcraft division, what's happening with that? Cell, for those Battlestar Galactica players who don't know, Cell, he is the cult master, he's second in command of the clan. He is going to be working the World of Warcraft division again. He was on the free server, but it's been a bit funny on there, so what he's now going to be doing is that he's going to be focusing on the retail site if it's up and going in the next couple of days, and really pushing on there because it should be a better server, everything like that. So World of Warcraft division is still going nice and strong, but we're just going to go for a new direction there as well. So we'll see how that one goes. We've then got obviously quite a few new games coming up. The Old Republic was meant to be out by now, but as I suspected, they keep on pushing it back. So when that comes out, then we'll be pushing on there, but for the time being it's a waiting game, and I personally don't know how long it's going to be along before they release it, because they have been keep pushing it back. So, whoopee, but when it comes out, that will be great. Other game that will be coming out probably towards the end of the year, beginning of next year, if they don't push it back, is a game called Dust 514. If you've played EVE Online, then this will be something that will be quite interesting to you as well. Basically, on EVE Online, if you don't know what the game is about, it's a massive space game that's entirely all in one server. They can max out 300,000 people online, and everybody is in one server, all one big universe, and they create massive teams on there, massive clans, run massive businesses, and to max out a character on that game, if you do the absolute best, takes 8.5 years. So this game is so complex you wouldn't believe. But of course they've got planets in that game and different taxes and stuff like that. This game, Dust 514, is directly linked with EVE Online, and it is the first-person shooter version of EVE Online. And the EVE Online corporations, which are the businesses and the teams, they can pay the Dust 514 teams and clans and corporations to go onto the planets and fight against the other Dust 514 teams to own the planet for the EVE Online. And the game is so complex because, firstly, it'll be the first game where Xbox, PS3 and the computer all play together on the same server. So I on the Xbox can play someone on the PS3 or the computer at the same time. And these battles are going to have huge numbers, and because it's to do with EVE, the EVE players in a fight can actually fly their ships down into the battlefield and attack people on the land. So this game is really complex. Look it up. There is a website, dust514.org, I believe. If you go on there, we set up a small division on there, just a thing you can join up and look at the different forums that are already going on there. If you're interested in joining, which I really recommend you do, just go onto that site and join up on there. Also, I'll create a forum down on that end if I'm not putting on the wrong point in the screen. Anywho, I'll create a forum on it. Just read about it on there. What else have we got going on? Other big games coming out, of course. For the games I'm really looking forward to are Modern Warfare 3, Gears of War 3, Battlefield 3, these really good games that are going to be coming out. So, we've got a lot of things which we're going to be pushing on soon. For the time, games are in a bit of a lull and things coming out until really October time or so. So, I'm really looking forward to that. I think that's pretty much covered everything. If I've missed anything out, then I'll let you know on the news page, because the site, I said I'm doing some changes, just to make the site run a little bit better. I'm going to break up the homepage a little bit more. This video blog will now be found on the news page. Obviously you have already found that because this is where it's going to be now, but this is where it's going to be every single time. Also, we'll also have just text on there as well for you to read up, rather than just a video blog every single week, because sometimes I'm not able to make it every single week or whatever. Anywho, so basically the homepage will just be a meeting place for the chat box, because I know quite a few people have been having problems with technicalities with the website. I personally have. I found that Google Chrome doesn't work so well with the website because it has a lot of problems with the tools on it and the widgets. So I'd recommend you use Firefox for it, but whatever's best for you, whatever's working for you, by all means. Yeah, so there will be quite a few changes around. There may be a few other surprises which I'll put into the site, which I'm not going to mention on this yet, because I want to see if they'll work to start off with. I think that is it. So I'll catch you guys online at some point, whether you be on BGO or the Xbox. So yeah, have fun guys, and good hunting.